6 contestants are about to compete for thousands of pounds, but who's got what it takes to outrun the hardball? Welcome to Hardball. In the first of our 2 heats today, Richard, Emma and Darren will all step up to play. Watching their every move, ready and raring to go next are Chloe, Neil and Ash. But only one of them will make it through to the final. Drawn at random to take on the hardball first, it's Darren. Darren, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself.
Right, I'm a beauty therapist. I'm from Shrewsbury in Shropshire. I suppose I'll say I'm 49 years old. It's the big one next year.
Darren, so outside of work, what do you like to do?
I'm in a little band with 2, actually, quiz friends of mine.
Oh, really?
I'm in a quiz team, and we're called the Fish Brains. But I also sing in a band we also call the Fish Brains with 2 of the other quiz members.
Oh, you don't want to get those 2 confused? No. All right, Darren, wishing you the best of luck today.
Thank you.
We'll start by playing the Money Maker. The aim of the game is to get as far along the track as you can by answering as many questions as you can. Each correct answer moves you on 1 square and adds £50 to the jackpot. The further you move along, the more money you'll add. And that is what today's winner will play for in the final. But beware, the hardball is always hunting you down. And if it passes you, it's game over. Darren, shall we put you on the track?
Put me on the track.
All right, up you go. And there you are. The hardball will be released once I finish asking you your first question.
OK.
If you're ready, then Darren, let's play hardball. Which TV reality show moved from Channel 4 to Channel 5 in 2011?
Big Brother.
Correct. In the UK, which flower is traditionally used as a symbol of Remembrance Sunday?
The Rose.
Poppy. The meat called beef comes from which animal?
Cow.
Correct. The fictional village in which ITV soap opera was originally called Beckendale?
Emmerdale.
Correct. Who replaced George Bush Sr. as US President?
Oh, gosh. Clinton.
Correct. The youth slang acronym YOLO stands for You Only Live what?
Once.
Correct. Which Asian country has a film industry known as Bollywood?
India.
Correct. In ancient times, which colour of clothing was traditionally worn only by royalty?
Blue.
Purple. In Hans Christian Andersen's The Ugly Duckling, the title character is actually which bird?
Swan.
Correct. In the book of Genesis, Joseph was the 11th son of which biblical figure?
Abraham.
Jacob. What does someone feel an urge to do if they suffer from kleptomania?
Steal things.
Correct. Which leading figure of the pop art movement is best known for works that include Campbell's soup
Andy
can?
Warhol.
Correct. Established in 1877, the Scottish boat race is contested between Glasgow and which other city?
Edinburgh.
Correct. Everton Football Club usually plays its home games in which colour?
Blue.
Correct. The American dancer of stage and cinema, Frederick Austerlitz, was better known by what name?
Fred Astaire.
Correct. The liqueur Curacao takes its name from an island in which sea?
Caribbean.
Correct. Light from which celestial body takes 8 minutes to reach Earth?
Sun.
Correct. Which English comedian has an autobiography called My Bookie Wook?
Oh, what's his name? Pass.
Russell Brand. The creation of which popular website is the subject of the 2010 film The Social
Google.
Network? Answer would have been Facebook, Darren.
Of course it would, yes.
But that is not a bad start whatsoever, Darren.
Oh, I didn't do badly.
Look at that.
I know, I didn't want to look over there.
Some people tend to look over there, others, unfortunately, look over here.
I'd rather look at you.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. You're a great liar. Darren, look at that. 3rd level of the track.
Ooh, it's not
You've
bad.
added £700 to the jackpot. That isn't bad whatsoever, and you are currently the one to beat.
OK.
Next to take on the hardball, it's Emma. Emma, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So tell us about yourself.
My name's Emma Ajay. I'm 36 years old. I'm a consultation officer from London.
And Emma, outside of work, what do you like to do?
I'm also a counsellor, a life coach, so I love to do that. I love to walk. I have a 16-year-old, almost 16-year-old son.
Yes.
Which takes a lot of time.
Going on 36, I'm sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. What do you think about the hardball?
Darren's hit quite a good level to beat. So Yes. Usually I'm competitive. I'm slightly nervous on that level because she mentioned she was a quizzer.
Yes.
So, but I'm sure I can do it.
So, if you were to get past Darren,
Yeah.
that would put you through to the next round.
Yes.
Let's have a look at that square to beat. There it is.
Okay.
Third level of the track.
Yeah.
Emma, let's get you up there.
Thank you.
Okay. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking you your first question.
Okay.
If you're ready. Let's play hardball. According to the saying, you can't judge a book by its what?
Cover.
Correct. According to the Old Testament, which part of Adam's body did God use to create
Rib.
Eve? Correct. The motoring term MPH stands for miles per what?
Hour.
Correct. In geometry, how many faces does a standard cube have?
4.
6. On which Spanish island is the resort of Magaluf?
Pass.
Mallorca. Zorbing is an activity that requires a person to sit or stand in a large plastic what?
A dome.
Ball. Which British author wrote the 1972 novel Watership Down?
Pass.
Richard Adams. The Woolworth and Empire State Buildings are iconic structures in
New York.
Correct. Which fast food chain has a logo that's known as the Golden Arches?
McDonald's.
Correct. Which famous boy band was Justin Timberlake a member of?
NSYNC.
Correct. Which Tom Hanks film is about a boy who turns into a man overnight?
Big.
Correct. Holding office between April and August 1827, who is the UK's shortest-serving Prime
Pass.
Minister? George Canning. Penguins are almost exclusively native to which of the Earth's
Antarctica.
hemispheres? Southern. In the UK, Father's Day traditionally falls in which
June.
month of the year? Correct. What is the surname of the former England team footballing brothers, Gary and Phil?
Neville.
Correct. On which part of the body would you wear a beret?
Hat. Head.
Head, the main unit of currency used in Chile, Colombia, and Cuba.
Oh, no.
Is a peso.
Okay.
Oh, Emma, you said head, but you said hat first.
I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to take your first answer. But
That's all right.
as we look at the track, you made it quite a good way through the second level of the track. Emma, £450 added to the jackpot, which takes us up to £1,150. And you didn't get further than Darren, so you are at risk of going home. But Darren, for you, glad to say, you are through to the next round.
Exciting.
Our last player in this heat is Richard. Come and join me. Richard, welcome. So tell us about yourself.
I'm Richard Allman from Bletchley, Milton Keynes, 55, retired firefighter, but now I am a bikeability instructor.
Oh, what's a bikeability instructor?
You may not remember the old cycling proficiency. You're probably too young.
Are
aren't
you kidding me? I still have my badge.
Oh, well, it's now called bikeability.
Oh, fantastic.
So I go into schools, teach children how to be safe on the roads, how to ride bikes properly, and hopefully take up cycling as a hobby.
Well, that is a very important job. But before that, a firefighter.
Yes.
Well, you're obviously used to pressure situations then. What do you think about the one you're in right now?
Well, let's see if I can get through. I have to beat Emma now.
Yeah, well, like you know, it does get serious from here, and it might be tricky, but you need to get further than Emma to get through to the next round.
Yep.
Richard, so let's highlight the square for you to beat. There it is.
OK.
OK, let's put you on the track. So someone will have to leave the game after this. Remember, Richard, the hardball will start once I finish asking you your first question.
Yep.
If you're ready. Let's play hardball. What is the British name for the season that Americans call the fall?
Autumn.
Correct. Roald Dahl wrote a children's story whose title character was the big friendly what?
Giant.
Correct. Which first name is famously shared by the singers Costello and Presley?
Elvis.
Correct. Which actress stars as the title character in the Disney film Maleficent?
Pass.
Angelina Jolie. Dmitri Mendeleev first published his periodic table of the elements in which century?
18th.
19th. Which vegetable is used as a national emblem of Wales?
Leek.
Correct. In what sport are a driver, putter, and iron?
Golf.
Correct. What word of Dutch origin is used for a dummy displaying clothes in a shop window?
Mannequin.
Correct. What does the French phrase soup du jour translate into English?
Soup of the day.
Correct. Who was leader of the Conservative Party from 1997 to 2001?
Cameron.
William Hague. If someone completes a 10K race, how many meters have they covered?
10,000.
Correct. Which supernatural teenage drama series had a spin-off called Angel?
Pass.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Derived from the Latin for arrival, what is the name of the season in the church year that leads up to Christmas?
Advent.
Correct. In the UK, a wedding ring is traditionally worn on which hand?
Left.
Correct. The Nobel Peace Prize presentation ceremony is held in which European city?
Stockholm.
Oslo. The leaves of which plant are used in paste form in the body art called mehndi?
Pass.
Henna. Richard, how do you think you did?
That was close.
It was close. It really was. Let's clear things up. Second level of the track, £500 added to the jackpot, which means we're up to a total of £1,650. Richard, you did make it further than Emma on the track, so you are safely through.
Whew, I wouldn't say safely.
But by only the one square.
Oh,
Richard, one correct answer was the difference.
yeah. Whew.
Did you think it was in the balance there?
I didn't have a clue. Yeah. Some of those questions were tricky.
Tell us what the pressure is like being on that spot.
My heart's pounding away here.
Is it? Well, you can take a breath for the moment, because you are through to the next round, so well done. Emma, I'm afraid we know what that means.
I know.
Oh, it's been so good, but it was really close as well.
I think that made it worse.
Oh, no, did it? Just
Well done.
for the nerves.
Yeah, because there was a possibility at one stage, and then I saw it slip away.
Emma, thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
So, Richard and Darren are now going to compete for a place in today's semi-final. Who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Darren, Richard, well done.
Thank you.
So, the head-to-head, Darren, how are we feeling?
Actually, I'm feeling quite happy.
Oh, good.
You know, if I go out now, well, at least I did well in the first round.
Highest moneymaker so far, but this time you got to go head-to-head with Richard.
I know,
So-
he knows a lot.
How do you think that's going to go?
I think it's going to be quite an even kind of match, to be perfectly honest. That's my feeling. I think it's going to be a hard person to beat.
Richard,
Yes.
you here by the skin of your teeth.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you are here nonetheless. This time, though, you got a buzzer in your hand.
Yep.
How do you think the head-to-head's going to go?
I'm not as confident as Darren, but maybe that's just a front.
Oh, he likes to play the underdog.
Yeah.
Well, if you thought it was pressure before, just ramped it up a gear.
Yep.
And just to bear in mind, our next set of contestants will be watching very closely to see who they could be taking on between you two.
Yeah.
But this time, not only do you have to outrun the ball, you've also got to outrun each other. You will both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you one square on, but a wrong answer will move your opponent forward. Remember, Richard, Darren, just stay ahead of the hardball, because the first person who passes will be out of the game. Okay?
Yep.
Let's put you both on the track. In this round, the hardball will be released when one of you reaches the second level of the track.
Okay.
So, if you're ready, then let's play hardball. Which dairy product has British varieties called cheddar and Stilton? Darren.
Cheese.
Correct. The people of which modern-day country are credited as the first to bring Christmas trees into the... Richard?
Norway.
Germany. The holder of which elected position in American politics has the White House as their official... Darren.
The president.
Correct. Aloha means both hello... Richard?
Hawaiian.
Correct. In which BBC sci-fi series does Alex Kingston... Richard?
Doctor Who.
Correct. Which broomstick-based sport was created by Richard?
Quidditch.
Correct. In the UK, in which month is Valentine's Day? Richard?
February.
Correct. Which member of the flute family has a name that comes from the Italian for small? Darren?
Piccolo.
Correct. How many yards away from the goal line is the penalty spot on a... Richard?
12.
Correct. Which French emperor was defeated at the battle? Richard?
Napoleon.
Correct. How many moons make up the group of large satellites known as Galilean moons? 4. What French name is given to a crescent-shaped breakfast roll? Richard?
Croissant.
Correct. The letters in the standard Google logo are blue, green, yellow, and which primary? Richard?
Red.
Correct. In science, monosaccharides are also known as simple what? Darren?
Sugars.
Correct. Which American river forms a 21-mile boundary between New York and New Jersey? Richard?
Hudson.
Correct. By which acronym is the United Nations Children's Fund? Richard?
UNICEF.
Correct. Which Marvel comic book superhero has the alter ego Peter Parker? Richard.
Spider-Man.
Correct. Which classic yoga pose involving crossed legs over the lap shares its name, Darren?
Lotus.
Correct. In 2004, who was sacked as editor of the Daily Mirror? Richard.
Piers Morgan.
Correct. In Arthurian legend, what was the name of Galahad's father? Lancelot. In 2012, who began presenting the BBC Radio 1 breakfast show? Nick Grimshaw was the answer.
Oh, gosh.
Well, Richard, you had to come from behind.
Ah,
You had to put a real run together. Where'd it come from?
you tell me. I don't know.
Richard, you are through. Congratulations.
Well done.
Thank you.
Darren, I'm afraid to say it is the end of the road. We're going to have to say goodbye. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I have. It's been really good. It's been great fun.
Darren, thank you so much for playing hardball.
Thank you.
So, Richard is through to the semi-final and £1,650 is in the bank. Time now to play our next heat as 3 more contestants are ready to take on the hardball. Chloe, Neil and Ash, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to all 3 of you. You have seen how it's done then. One of you will be playing Richard in the semi-final. Shall we find out who?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? First, to see if they can take on the hardball, it's Ash. Ash, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
45, from Hampshire, sales director, married with 2 lovely girls. So, yeah, keep us very busy.
I'm sure it does. Ash, outside of work, what do you like to do?
My father taught me wood turning a few years ago, so I've got a workshop in my garden and spend a bit of time in there when I can.
Excellent. Ash, you know how the moneymaker works?
Yep.
Simply answer as many questions as you can before the hardball passes you. £50 will go into today's jackpot with every square you light up. Make it further than either of your opponents, and you are through to the next round.
Okay.
All right, Ash, let's put you on the track. The hardball will be released once I've read your first question. So, Ash, if you're ready, let's play hardball. The title of Bonnie Tyler's 1983 UK #1 is Total Eclipse of the what?
Heart.
Correct. According to the popular phrase, what can't you see for the trees?
Wood.
Correct. Referring to data received from the internet, what is the opposite of uploading?
Downloading.
Correct. Which member of the British royal family is Prince Harry's sister-in-law?
Kate Middleton.
Correct. Which fruit cordial drink shares its name with the Maori word for hello?
Pass.
Kia ora. Released in 2016, which animated film is the sequel to Finding Nemo?
Finding Dory.
Correct. What is the capital city of Portugal?
Lisbon.
Correct. Which long-running children's TV show shares its name with the winner of the 1939 Epsom Derby?
Pass.
Blue Peter. Literally translated as wise man, what is the 2-word Latin name for the human species?
Homo sapien.
Correct. Since 1996, which radio station has broadcast their annual Hall of Fame over Easter?
Pass.
Classic FM. What name is given to the pouch worn in front of a kilt?
Sporran.
Correct. Which daytime property show has been presented by Lucy Alexander and Martin Roberts?
Dunno. Pass.
Homes Under the Hammer. Which Jane Austen novel features the Dashwood sisters? Sense and Sensibility. OK, not to worry, Ash, because you're on the second level of the track. We've added £400 to the jackpot, taking us up to £2,050 we're playing for so far. You did pretty well, and you are currently the one to beat.
Thank you.
Next to take on the hardball, it's Neil. Good to see you, Neil.
Good to see you, my friend.
So tell us what you do.
I'm a brand ambassador. So I'm like the guy that will give you a free sample of something when there's a new launch or, you know, if there's a new line.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, Neil, tell me, what is this about squatting?
I had a squat challenge with a friend at a gym.
Right.
We took it a bit too far. We couldn't walk for a week afterwards because, you know...
You squatted so much...
Yeah.
You lost the power in your legs?
Near enough.
OK. Neil, you've seen Ash go before you.
Yes.
What did you think?
Yeah, I thought that was decent.
Well, you need to get further, Ash, if you're to make it through to the next round. So, let's highlight the square to beat. Neil, let's get you up on the track, shall we? All right, there you go. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking you your first question. Neil, if you're ready. Let's play hardball. What type of animal is a wandering albatross?
Bird.
Correct. Ratty, mole, and badger all first appeared in which classic children's book?
Wind in the Willows.
Correct. The lead characters in the romantic comedy Wimbledon play which sport professionally?
Tennis.
Correct. Which country is set to host the 2018 FIFA World Cup?
Russia.
Correct. Which Middle Eastern deep-fried meze dish is commonly made from chickpeas or fava beans or both?
Hummus.
Falafel. In 1582, which English playwright married Anne Hathaway?
Pass.
William Shakespeare. Information from an authoritative source is said to come straight from which animal's mouth?
Horses.
Correct. Launched in 2005, Me at the Zoo was the first film on which user-generated video hosting platform?
Netflix.
YouTube. Flora was the Roman goddess of flowers, youth, and which season of the year?
Summer.
Spring, Neil. Spring. I tell you what, that isn't too bad at all. First level of the track completed, £250 in the jackpot. We're up to £2,300. Neil, I'm afraid you didn't get further in our show. At the moment, you are still at risk of going home. Ash, you're into the next round. Our last contestant to play is Chloe. Come on over. Chloe, lovely to see you.
Hello.
So tell us about you.
I'm 52, I'm fabulous. I love to keep fit. I work for a large bakery company that make cakes, pies, different kinds of foods, but it's a very big bakery company.
I love that you're self-proclaimed fabulous, Chloe.
Yeah.
You absolutely are. And do you like music, Chloe? Do you like
I
to dance?
love music. I love hardcore techno.
Really?
I'm a bit of a raver, yeah.
Oh, right, OK.
I've been a raver since the late 80s.
Yeah.
And then it sort of dawdled off a bit, but we still have get-togethers with friends and listen to really hard techno.
So we know what your celebratory dance is going to be.
Well, yeah, it
today.
could be exciting.
Well, Chloe, you are our last contestant to go.
Yeah.
Which means there's a little extra pressure.
The pressure's on.
So you need to get further Neil if you get through to the next round. Best of luck.
OK.
Let's highlight that square you'd have to beat. And let's put you on the track. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on.
But here we go. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking you your first question.
OK.
If you're ready, let's play hardball.
OK.
How many full months are there in 2 years?
24.
Correct. What was the first name of the British king who abdicated the throne in 1936?
Albert.
Edward. According to the old saying, what creature does the early bird catch?
Worm.
Correct. Sailor Jerry, Havana Club, and Captain Morgan are all brands of... Correct. Ashley Banjo is leader and choreographer of which dance troupe?
Diversity.
Correct. In Christianity, Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of which 40-day period?
Lent.
Correct. The 1979 film Mad Max is set in a futuristic version of which country?
Australia.
Correct. What is the value of the largest seven-sided coin in general circulation in the UK?
50 pence.
Correct. Which actor played Agatha Christie's Belgian detective Hercule Poirot from 1989 to
Pass.
20? David Suchet. Which former MP wrote a novel called A Parliamentary Affair?
Margaret Thatcher.
Edwina Currie. The wings of a monarch butterfly are primarily black and which other colour?
Orange.
Correct. The only two Test cricket nations from Africa are Zimbabwe and which other?
West Indies.
South Africa. The Women's Social and Political Union, otherwise known as the Suffragettes, was founded by Emmeline who?
Pass.
Pankhurst. In the name of the school subject, what do the letters RE stand for?
Religious education.
Correct. Which American singer was born Destiny Hope Cyrus in 1992?
Beyonce.
Miley Cyrus. Saw what you were thinking there with the Destiny. Unfortunately, Miley Cyrus was the answer there, Chloe. But didn't need it.
No.
Because you're there on the second level of the track, £450 added to the jackpot, which means we're playing for £2,750 today. Chloe, you are through to the next round.
Yes.
Very well done after you made it that little bit further than Neil. Neil, I'm afraid, it wasn't far. It wasn't far.
Just is what it is.
It is, absolutely. You've been a great contestant. Thank you very much for playing hardball.
Thank you, Ori.
So, Chloe and Ash are now going to compete for a place in today's semi-final, but who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Ash, Chloe, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not easy to get to the head-to-heads, and you both managed it very well. Ash, you're taking on Chloe. You've got a buzzer in your hand. What do you think?
I think a dark horse. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It'd be tough.
while he's playing it down, Ash is calling you
Dark horse.
the dark horse.
I'm not a dark horse, I'm very bright.
You couldn't have been further from the truth, Ash. Well, there wasn't much to split you in the last round. Only one square in it, so this could be a close one. And of course, this time, not only do you have to outrun the hardball, you've also got to outrun each other. As you saw earlier, you'll both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you one square along, but a wrong answer will move your opponent forward. Again, Chloe, Ash, stay ahead of the hardball, because the first person that passes will be out of the game. The winner will go straight into today's semi-final to play Richard. Let's put you both on the track. There we are. We'll release the hardball when one of you reaches the second level of the track. So, if you're ready. Chloe, Ash, let's play hardball. According to FA rules, a football match lasts for 2 equal halves of how many? Chloe?
45 minutes.
45, got to take your first answer. During which World War is the 1998 film Saving Private Ryan? Ash?
World War II.
Correct. Which Lewis Carroll title character went through the looking glass? Ash?
Alice.
Correct. In 1994, Michael O'Leary became chief executive of which budget airline? Ash?
Ryanair.
Correct. What is the only modern US state to be named after an English county? Chloe?
Alabama.
New Hampshire. What is the first name of Queen Elizabeth II's husband? Ash?
Philip.
Correct. From 1983 to 1994, Bob Holness was the host of Chloe?
Blockbusters.
Correct. What name is given to the network of underground tunnels or burrows where rabbits live? Ash?
Warren.
Correct. In which religion would a young boy partake in the sacred thread ceremony? Hinduism. What is the full name of the UK politician who was celebrated online with the Millifandom hashtag in 2015? Chloe?
David Miliband.
Ed Miliband.
Unlucky.
Ed Miliband, Chloe. Oh, and if you had just got that question right, it was just the first name in it, that would have bought you some time on the hardball. So close in the end. But Ash, you had a storming round.
Yeah.
I was quite pleased with that, yeah.
I think you can be
Nice
our
person.
underdog here. Playing it very cool. And, well, you had to be cool in that round, especially on the buzzer.
Yeah, it's
Ash,
tough.
that was very well played.
Thanks.
Ash, you are through.
Thank you very much.
Chloe, it's hard to get started sometimes, especially after a great moneymaker.
Yeah, and I stuttered a bit I made a mistake on the football question.
Oh, I know.
If I'd have got that right, I think I'd have been okay.
Well, sometimes you overthink it, don't you?
Yeah, but never mind. I'm still fabulous.
Of course you are. Well, Chloe, you have been a fabulous contestant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for playing hardball.
No problem.
So we are down to the last two, but who will make it through to play for the £2,750 today? Let's find out as we play the semi-final. Richard, Ash, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Getting to the semi-finals is no mean feat at all. Richard, how you feeling? You've been waiting in the wings. Good to be here.
It is good to be here. It's a tough opponent there.
What do you think about his performance today?
I thought he was very good. Yeah, I'd say he's going to be a tough opponent. Very tough.
Well, Ash, Richard is talking you up. What do you think
Thanks
about
very
him?
much.
Oh,
There's only one way to go now.
I don't know, because you've been playing it down the whole time, haven't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't like to big yourself up too much.
What have you thought about Richard's performance?
He's fantastic, yeah, done really well. It's tough to get here, so, yeah, tough opponent. But it's gonna be good.
Well, it does get a little bit more serious at this point because we are that bit closer to playing for some money. But remember, only one of you can go through to the final to play for that £2,750. So in this semi-final, we'll put you both back on the track at the same time. Again, I'll ask you questions on the buzzer. Right answers move you forward. Wrong answers will move your opponent forward. The winner will go through to today's final. The loser is going to have to go home. So it is all to play for. Richard, Ash, wishing you both the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's put you on the track. Gentlemen, fingers on the buzzers. The hardball will be released the moment one of you reaches the second level of the track. So, if you're ready. Gentlemen, let's play hardball. Which of Santa's reindeer has a... Richard.
Rudolph.
Correct. Which word links an item of jewellery and the enclosed area in which a boxing match is... Ash.
Ring.
Correct. Which 1975 film is about a great white shark terrorising... Richard.
Jaws.
Correct. Which musical instrument is associated with the performer Jacqueline Dupre? Richard.
Violin.
Cello. Which female author wrote the series of Noddy books? Richard.
Enid Blyton.
Correct. Which country has Athens as its capital? Richard.
Greece.
Correct. In computing, the acronym LAN stands for Local Area What? Ash.
Network.
Correct. Lennox Lewis was a world... Richard.
Boxing.
Correct. In the 1950s, which French fashion designer created the pencil skirt? Ash.
Pass, don't know.
Christian Dior. Polar bears are native to which of the two poles? Richard.
Arctic.
I'll accept. What is the middle name of US President Donald Trump? John. In the UK, what is the three-digit non-emergency police phone number? Richard.
101.
Correct. Which surname does the TV cook and food writer Nigella normally use? Ash.
Lawson.
Correct. Cayman, Boxster and 911 are all models from... Ash?
Porsche.
Correct. Quito is the capital of which South American country? Ecuador. According to the phrase, two people with a similar nature are said to be cut from the same what? Richard?
Cloth.
Correct. Which 1982 sci-fi film is based on Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Richard?
Blade Runner.
Correct. The logo of which American fashion designer features a polo player? Ash, you would have said?
Ralph Lauren.
I'm afraid just out of time, which means, Richard, after that fantastic semi-final,
Was good, wasn't it?
you are our winner today.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Incredible stuff. Oh, Ash, it was so close. It really was.
Not to be, but there you go.
Hard to
Enjoyed
get
it.
started?
Yeah. Quick on a buzzer. Too quick.
You really were quick on the buzzer today, Richard. I mean, you pulled out, you extended
Yeah.
quite the lead.
Yeah, I didn't realise till I looked at the board and, yeah, saw how far I was in front.
Yeah. Richard, congratulations. You are our winner today.
Thank you.
Well done.
Ash, it's been our absolute pleasure. Thank you for being a brilliant contestant.
Thank you.
And thank you for playing hardball.
Thanks very much.
Richard, get ready to take on your biggest fight so far. It's time to play the final. Richard, congratulations on making it to the final.
Thank you.
Did you think you'd make it to this position?
No, I thought Ash was a really good opponent. I thought I'd struggle, but I'm here.
You are the last man standing, and currently the jackpot, Richard, stands at £2,750. It's what you're playing for.
Yep.
You've come all this way. It would be lovely to come away with that money, wouldn't it?
It'd be great, yeah.
How are you feeling?
Slightly nervous. I think I've got an idea where that money's going to go.
What would you like to spend it on?
My wife would love to go on a holiday
Yep.
back to the Maldives, so I think that could go somewhere towards it.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I mean, you are our winner today. What do you think she would say to know that you're in this position right now?
She'd be highly delighted.
Which I bet she would be. Well, either way, you can go home being proud, but we'd love you to take home that cash with you.
Yeah.
And to win it, you've got to take on the hardball one last time. This time, though, you do have to beat it. Richard, if you make it all the way to the end of the track, lighting up all 30 squares without the hardball catching you, you will be going home with that £2,750. To help, you've got 3 boosts, which you can activate at any time.
Yep.
All you've got to do is push the button to use them. Each boost allows you to jump forward 1 square, but for every boost you use, that jackpot prize will be halved, so use them wisely and only when you have to. If the hardball catches you at any time, the game is over and the jackpot is lost. Richard, you'll see 5 categories.
Yep.
You'll need to choose one and answer questions on it until the hardball reaches the end of each level of the track. Then we'll switch to a different category and so on.
OK.
All right?
Yep.
Your 5 categories today are sports, human body, literature, food and drink, and music. What do we think about those 5?
Sport, yeah, that's... Hopefully I'm good on that. Don't like the look of literature. Music, yes. Food and drink, so-so. Human body, that could be anything, so...
An interesting range of 5. Which would you say is your strongest and your weakest?
Weakest literature, strongest music.
And you got sport in your locker?
I've got sport in my locker, yeah, in my back pocket, yeah.
OK, all right. Richard, which one would you like to take on first?
Literature. Go on then, I'll go literature.
We're going to get the worst out of the way?
Yeah.
OK, Richard, answer as many questions as you can on literature. Let's hope for a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah? OK, Richard, let's get you up on the track. So the hardball will be released when I finish asking you your first question. For the final time today, Richard, if you're ready, then let's play hardball.
Here we go.
In which classic fairy tale does a giant speak the phrase fee, fi, fo, fum?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Correct. Which work by Charles Dickens features the character Bob Cratchit?
Christmas Carol.
Correct. In a poem of the same name, which poet compares his love to a red, red rose?
Pass.
Robert Burns. According to the nursery rhyme, how many mice were blind?
3.
Correct. J.M. Barrie's character Peter Pan takes which little girl and her brothers?
Wendy.
Correct. Focusing on a woman with amnesia, what is the title of S.J. Watson's debut novel?
Pass.
Before I Go to Sleep, Billionaire Boy, Awful Auntie and Grandpa's Great Escape are all children's books by which writer?
David Williams.
Correct. Which James Joyce novel takes place in Dublin on...
Ulysses.
Correct. What type of mammal is the title character of Jack London's novel White Fang?
A dog.
A wolf. Of the 3 famous authors, which Bronte sister was the youngest?
Anne.
Correct. Which 1976 novel by Alex Haley? Stab in the dark with the Bronte sister?
It was, yeah. Got a choice of 3.
Well, you got it spot on, Richard. Got it spot on. As a result, you got yourself a little bit of a lead on the hardball, so this is good.
Yeah.
We've got 4 more categories to choose from to stay ahead of the hardball. So let's have a look at what they are. Let's remind ourselves. We've got sport, human body, food and drink, and music.
Food and drink.
OK, food and drink. If you need them, you do have your 3 boosts. Yep. Always worth reminding you that would take away from that £2,750 jackpot.
Yeah.
So Richard, beat the hardball to the end of the next level of the track and you will be 1 step closer to that jackpot. First question, coming right up.
OK.
According to the famous saying, what shouldn't you cry over when spilt?
Milk.
Correct. The traditional Spanish drink sangria is usually made with which colour wine?
Red.
Correct. Which Italian expression is used to describe pasta that is cooked until firm when bitten?
Al dente.
Correct. In the dish bangers and mash, what meat product are bangers?
Sausages.
Correct. In cooking, the term salsa verde literally means a sauce of which colour?
Green.
Correct. Which bread roll is said to be shaped like a stirrup to honour a king of Poland's horsemanship?
Croissant.
Bagel.
Bagel.
What type of milk is used in a traditional recipe for Thai green curry?
Pass.
Coconut. Which whiskey-based?
Ooh.
I bet you've had 1,000 Thai green curries.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Doesn't matter though, Richard. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
On the 3rd level of the track, you are ahead of the hardball. But with these categories, you're edging it.
It's close, isn't it? It's close.
You're keeping it close, but you are keeping it ahead of the hardball, and that's what counts. So, Richard, 3 more categories, and we're playing into your strong points. Here they are. Sport, human body, and music still to choose from.
I'm going sport.
Yeah?
Yeah.
OK. Richard, to take on sports and take on the hardball, here we go. Which professional sport is played by Plymouth Argyle?
Football.
Correct. Which popular snooker player is nicknamed the Whirlwind?
Jimmy White.
Correct. Married couple Laura and Jason Kenny are both Olympic gold medalists.
Cycling.
Correct. Which city hosted the 2012 Paralympic Games?
Pass.
London. With which sport is Sterling Moss most associated?
Motor racing.
Correct. Under International Netball Federation rules, how long does a standard netball match last?
40 minutes.
1 hour. Which famous tennis player was born in Dunblane, Scotland in 1987?
Andy Murray.
Correct. Which city is due to host the 2020 Summer Olympic Games?
Pass.
Ooh.
It's close.
Tokyo. Tokyo.
How
was
did
the
I not get
answer.
London for 2012?
Oh.
Oh,
Crucially, you are still ahead of the hardball.
yes.
So you're still in the game. Of course, we had to use a boost, though.
Yeah, yeah.
We had to use a boost, so that has halved our jackpot. We are down to £1,375. 2 categories left.
Yeah.
Strong ones as well, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah.
We hope so. We hope so.
Yeah.
Let's remind ourselves of them. We've got the human body and music left.
I'm going to go music next. Try and build up a lead.
Big call,
Yeah.
but let's go with music. OK. Richard, as many questions as you can on music. Here we go. 2 Tribes and Relax are 80s
Frankie
hits.
Goes to Hollywood.
Correct. Which member of the Beatles went on to form the band Wings?
Paul McCartney.
Correct. According to the song from the musical Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, what are a girl's best friend?
Diamonds.
Correct. Which classical composer wrote the opera The Marriage of Figaro?
Mozart.
Correct. Which Norwegian band sang the theme song to the Bond movie?
Aha.
Correct. Which singer featured on the Clean Bandit #1 single Rather Be?
Pass.
Jessica Lynn. Which UK #1 song by Pharrell Williams features in the film?
Happy.
Correct. Which soul singer was known as the Walrus of Love?
Barry White.
Correct. Crazy Stupid Love. That was close.
Oh.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
That was a good category to put in at that point, Richard, because you are safely to the 5th and the final level of the track. And we've got a bit of a lead on the hardball. Didn't need to use a boost either.
No, no.
So we've got £1,375 that we are still playing for going into
It's still there.
the last category. So, what have we got left? Human body is the category we've got to take on. Wishing you the very best of luck. You've played such a great game, Richard.
Thanks.
One last push.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
For £1,375, one final time. Richard, let's play hardball. Root canal surgery treats infections at the centre of which enamel-coated
Teeth.
body part? Correct. Which organ of the human body has an outer layer called the epidermis?
Skin.
Correct. What is the common name for the sternum?
Breastbone.
Correct. Which particular part of the body does laryngitis affect?
Throat.
Correct. The body's ability to produce which hormone is affected by type 1 diabetes?
Insulin.
Correct.
Yes!
Richard, you done it. Oh,
Oh, Maldives, here we come.
Richard, that was a really well-played game.
Thank you. Thank
My
you.
goodness. £1,375 is all yours.
Thanks, sorry. Thanks.
Your strategy paid off pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, I think in the middle, I got a bit of a lead, so that helped. And then human body, I was praying that I knew the answers, and they all came up. So, yeah, really chuffed.
You took on the hardball and won. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have ourselves a winner, and that brings the hardball to a halt for now. Join us next time when 6 more contestants will try to beat the hardball. We'll see you soon.